Do you think you can change your gender?
Physically, yeah.
No. Yes, of course you can change your gender.
That doesn't mean that people are always going to respect you.
What you're born as is what you're born as.
If you can change your gender, can you change your race?
No,
Why?
because that's just how you're born.
Isn't your gender how you're also just born?
Yeah, I see where you're getting with, but right now we do have surgeries available to change gender. We don't have that for race yet. So maybe in the future that could be something.
No, you can't change your race. I feel like one is actually a stagnant part of identity, and the other one is serious, but it's in a different form. It's not the same concept. Race is your roots, where you were born with from, ages ago. So I think
Isn't your gender what you're born with too?
that's true, but I think it's a different,
If you can change your gender, can you change your race?
You cannot change your race. That's a whole different topic.
Why not?
Because I think there's a bit more history behind, if you're black or if you're, in general, a person of color, there's more history behind skin color than there's behind gender, I think.
your race isn't your option, but your gender is.
If you can change your gender, can you change your race?
I don't think so, no.
Why?
Because, that doesn't make sense. Because, why would you want to do that? Because you're just, wouldn't you be, making yourself, more oppressed? Isn't that, kind of weird?
I couldn't just wake up and even if I bleached my skin, I know people that do that. I have friends that's from Jamaica and stuff, and I can't see them as a different person. Like the whole Michael Jackson thing. I mean, Mike was black. Even when he went light or white, he still was a black guy, so.
She was born white. She said she was born in the wrong body, and she has now claims African American, and is now transracial. So, what do you think about that?
Therapy.
What about therapy?
She needs it. You were born in the wrong body. Yeah, I wish I had Magic Johnson's body, but I didn't get it, and that's just what I was born with. I was a D1 scholarship college athlete, and I was scouted to play Major League Baseball, but I was told I was too short. So technically, I was born in the wrong body.
I just don't understand how you're gonna go and say, oh yeah, I'm white and now I'm not. From one day to another. It doesn't really make sense.
What do you think about Rachel Dolezal situation? Do you think that's fine?
I mean, I'm not black, so I wouldn't really speak on that, but they don't seem to think it's fine. So I would say no, it's not fine.
She gets a lot of hate. And honestly, as an African American person, I kind of see it almost as not necessarily flattery, but I think the way I see it is a lot of people don't want to identify with the African American community or associate themselves with it. And so it was almost kind of jarring to me to think other people might want to become a part of the community. And so while I definitely do not recognize her as an African American or condone people necessarily appropriating other cultures, I think it's so nuanced, and I don't necessarily condemn her for what she's done.
Do you think identifying as a different race is offensive?
I don't think it's offensive. If that's what she wants to do, then that's what she wants to do. It's fine. It doesn't bother or hurt anyone.
You can't just wake up one day and be an African of African descent. I mean, it just doesn't work like that. I mean, if your background is European, your background is European. To me, that's even more egregious than someone who gender-wise thought they were a boy or girl, to be honest with you.
Do you accept her into the black community?
Not as a black person. She can be accepted as who she is, but as a individual that identifies as a black person, no.
Do you think someone who is a transracial is making a mockery of black people?
Everything that blacks had to endure, all the way going back through slavery, through civil rights up to now, and still with different injustices within society, it's taken as a slap in the face to many.
If you're born a man, you're a man, right?
Not necessarily.
Why not?
Because you might not feel like a man.
So if you're born a man, you're a man, right?
Yes.
Your race is what you're born with, and you can't really change that?
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
And same thing goes with gender. What you're born with is what you are.
I would agree to that.